is clear that this corporation had the mental state that they consciously disregarded her life. And they did that for one specific reason, because they did not want to have to pay for her aftercare.
Complicated and emotional, to say the least. NBC's Peter Alexander joining us live from our Los Angeles bureau. Peter, what will Mark Garagos plan to do now?
Kevin, it's a good question. The first thing he plans to do is file a civil lawsuit on behalf of the family of the 17-year-old. Nataline Sarkisyan had been suffering from leukemia since she was 14. She died yesterday at the age of 17. In addition to that, Garagos, the famed attorney, is going to pass on a package of sorts of information that he's going to present to the district attorney's office here in Los Angeles, essentially asking them to pursue criminal charges for either manslaughter or murder in this case. He says, and to quote him, that CIGNA maliciously killed her because, according to him, the young woman was twice taken off the transplant list. They, as you indicated, say that this was experimental, this procedure, and that's why they couldn't do it, and they said it alone would not have been able to save her life. It's been an emotional roller coaster, as you often hear in a situation like this, ending in heartbreak, so sadly. What began with anger, as you see in the protest pictures on your screen yesterday outside the Los Angeles area headquarters of CIGNA, turned into joy when late yesterday afternoon the family learned that CIGNA had reversed course and had agreed it would pay for this procedure, but really within a matter of hours after that it was determined that she was taken off life support and that young woman died. I have tried to reach out to CIGNA today. They had released a statement before she passed away. They have emailed me back and say they will have a statement to follow. As soon as we get that, Kevin, of course, we'll pass it on to you.
Yeah, Peter, in fact, we may actually have something here for you. As you know, it's always a difficult circumstance from the insurance company standpoint because they can't keep moving the bar all the time. Here's a statement we have from CIGNA. They just released this about their decision to pay for the transplant. Our hearts go out to Nataline and her family as they endure this terrible ordeal. CIGNA Healthcare has decided to make an exception in this rare and unusual case, and we will provide coverage should she proceed with the requested liver transplant. Of course, it does sound like it... Unfortunately, Peter, there's no other way to describe it. Too little, too late. If you've been in contact with the folks, I know you've been exchanging emails and making phone calls, what can they possibly do at this stage to try to make this thing right?
Well, very little. She passed away. You just read that indication. That actually was the old release. That came out while she was still alive. That was them indicating at the last minute that they would go ahead with the procedure if the doctors saw it fit. At that point, apparently, according to doctors, it was really too late. There was nothing they could do by that time. We're still waiting for any new information from them, whether CIGNA will release some form of apology, whether there's some monetary payment. Clearly, no matter what they do at this point, they will not be able to return a young 17-year-old woman to her family.
Boy, Peter, I'm really sorry about that story. I know that has got to be just devastating, not only to cover, but certainly for the family indeed. Peter Alexander joining us from Los Angeles. Peter, thank you. Update now on a story we brought you at the top of the hour, a lawsuit against an insurance company and the death of a teenage girl who had been waiting for a liver transplant. NBC's Peter Alexander has just gotten a statement from CIGNA. He joins us once again from Los Angeles. Peter, what are they saying?
Kevin, nice to visit with you. This is 17-year-old Nataline Sarkisyan, who died yesterday evening after a several-week battle with her health insurance company trying to get the liver transplant she desperately needed. As we indicated, she died last night, and CIGNA, within the last 5 minutes, just emailed me this statement. I will read it to you. It reads, "Our deepest sympathies are with Nataline's family. Their loss is immeasurable, and our thoughts and prayers are with them. We deeply hope that the outpouring of concern, care, and love that are being expressed for Nataline's family help them at this time." Again, those are the words from CIGNA Healthcare Company, which is now facing a civil lawsuit from the family of 17-year-old Nataline Sarkisyan. Their attorney, Mark Garagos, the famed attorney, spoke before cameras just a short time ago, calling their actions callous and criminal, saying that he will also pass on information to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, hoping that they choose to pursue criminal charges, including either manslaughter or murder. Kevin?
NBC's Peter Alexander in Los Angeles. Peter, thanks as always.